Hello and welcome to SULKNATIONtv. In this episode, I'm going to drive a really enjoyable road and talk about the 5 things I hate about my R53, my Mini Cooper S R53. Now that sounds counterproductive, I know, because I'm going to be getting a thrill whilst filming, but that's just the way it is, because why would I take this on a rubbish road? And when I say hate, I don't necessarily mean hate. It might be a strong dislike, but that's less catchy as a title for a video, isn't it? 5 things I find disagreeable about the R53 Mini Cooper S. That's not a particularly interesting title. Whereas 5 things I hate, wow, that is interesting. So first up, let's talk fuel economy. Now, driving a road like I'm on today is a confirmation as to why fuel economy, bloody transporter drivers, fuel economy is an issue and something I strongly dislike about this car. I've never got better than 24.5 miles to the gallon. No matter what type of driving, that's the best average fuel consumption I've ever got. 24.5 miles to the gallon, which is shockingly bad, but kind of expected in a 1.6 litre supercharged engined car. So, I hate that about it, maybe not. Do I dislike it about it? Definitely. Did I buy the car with the fuel economy in mind? Well, kind of. You know, I didn't think I'd get the same as what I get from my diesel Golf. So, but that's definitely one of the things. Fuel economy is bad. Yes, there's cars where it'll be worse, but it is a 1.6 litre car. 24.5 miles to the gallon, the best I've ever got. Bad fuel economy. Bad. Let's just carry on down this beautiful lane. Oh, it's 30 miles an hour. Do my N-Tech brakes work fine? Yep. M-Tech do it again. Woo! Now you might recognise this place because I filmed around here quite a lot, and today it's actually sunny. We're hitting Silverton, the lanes around Silverton that take you to Broadclist. Last time I tried this, I went the other way and found I couldn't go anywhere because there was loads of roadworks. Today, I'm hoping that isn't going to happen, because otherwise it will make this video shorter than it really wants to be. Silverton, a sleepy town in Devon, and I'm driving my overly loud R53 through it. And that takes me to my second point, which is absolutely contradictory to the 5 things I love about my R53, is how loud it is. How loud this car is in these situations, fantastic. How loud this car is on the motorway or dual carriageway for longer than 20-25 minutes, horrific, obnoxious, headache inducing. I hate that about it. And it's such a weird feeling because I love the sound of this car so much in this environment. But when you're cruising down the motorway, it really sucks balls. It really does. It's so annoying. And I'm not saying it about all R53s, because I'm sure a bone stock one is far less noisy than this one. I mean, but listen, imagine that constantly for a couple of hours. It's gonna drive you mental. My car, with its Toyo Sports exhaust, which is great if you want lots of pops and bangs and a guttural, throaty sound. In this situation, on a dual carriageway, no, terrible, annoying, frustrating. Yes, I don't get bored of the supercharger whine, but I do very much get tired of the drone the car makes. And, you know, it might just be my car, might be other people's R53s, but that is definitely something I hate about it. And another thing that's not good, and is probably my biggest bugbear with these cars, the seats. Now, I'm 6 foot, and when I started the channel I thought I was 16.5 17 stone 7 pounds, so even fatter than I actually thought I was. And I'm just going to pull in so these guys can come up, because I'm nice like that. But the seats, again, hug you nicely in this situation. When you're sat in them and you're not chucking the car about and you're going in a relatively straight line, they are crippling. Now, I suffer from back pain. I've suffered from back pain for the majority of my life from an old rugby injury. And, you know, other people might find these seats really comfortable. I really don't. I find, unless I'm in a situation like I'm in right now, chucking the car about in doing third gear pulls, these seats are fine. They're more than adequate. But on long journeys, just like the sound, awful, terrible. It takes away from the enjoyment of the car. So say I'm driving to South Wales from Exeter. Say the journey is just over 2 hours. Not only do I have the headache-inducing, horrible, droney sound to deal with, I've also got the unbearable pain of the seats, because they are horrible for me. I find these seats utterly uncomfortable. I get out and I feel about 3 inches shorter and I'm stiff as a board. And that's not what you want. You don't want that. You want comfortable seats. If you want sports seats, you want seats that hug you better than these. Now, I've been told a cheap way of doing it without going the bucket seat route, because no, I'm not going to put bucket seats in here, are to get R56 seats. So that's a possible way of changing this for the better. But this is a video about what I hate about my R53, this particular one, and seats is right up there. The drone and the seats and the fuel economy, they're the 3 of the 5 so far, and I think they are all absolutely valid. Another one which I know other R53 drivers or even first gen Mini drivers have had to deal with before is not horse poo, which is what I've just driven through there, is once you're on the motorway doing specific speeds that may or may not be the speed limit, you get flex in this window, in your driver's side window. Now, I've changed my window regulator and motor. Still happens. I've adjusted the window. Still happens. So say I'm doing the speed limit, the window will start whistling, and it's up, but it will be going basically like the start of a Machine Head song from 1994. And a lot of you won't know what that is, and if you don't already know what it is, it's not worth checking out. But if you do know what I'm talking about, a 10-ton hammer by a Machine Head, you'll get exactly the sort of ridiculousness that these windows sound like when you're doing the speed limit on motorways and dual carriageways. I absolutely hate it, because again, I'm dealing with the drony nature of the car already. The seat's crippling my back, and now I've got to put up with a really annoying combination of sounds right next to my head. I mean, not like these are amazing combinations of sound. I mean, this is what I mean. How good is this? This is great. This is what an R53 is about. This video isn't about how good it is on lanes like this. This is what I hate. And I've got one left. One thing left of what I hate. And what is it, you may say? The stupid cup holder. Instead of an armrest, there's a cup holder for people sat in the back of the car. How ridiculous! Firstly, nobody could sit behind me in this car, so nobody's going in the back of this car. And secondly, why have a cup holder for non-existent people instead of an armrest? How much better would it be if you had an armrest from factory? Because before any of you comment below where you can buy an armrest, you can buy an armrest, but they're quite expensive for not that much. They look crap as well, generally. Everyone I've seen live, as in I've looked at it and can see it with my own eyes, not through video like you're watching me, they look rubbish. They don't look good. I'm sure you could, you know, get them tailored, because again, we are talking about Minis being customizable here. So I'm sure you could get them tailored to however you want it to look to match your interior. But to buy one, not worth the money. And why is there a cup holder there in the first place? I've never seen in any video on YouTube anybody mention how stupid the cup holder situated here behind the handbrake is. But it is. It's so stupid. It annoys me, as you can tell from how I'm getting irate in the video. You can tell how stupid it is. It's extremely stupid. It annoys me. It makes me go, what? Like, when I was talking in another video about maybe putting in, you know, sort of cool racing, you know, what are they called? Door cards, you know, the ones without anything on, because they look quite slick. Somebody mentioned in a comment that but there's nowhere to rest your arms. 100%, that's why I haven't done it. Because there is nowhere to rest your arms in a Mini Cooper S R53 should you take the door card away. And if you do have to drive different types of driving other than what I'm doing in this video, so essentially motorway driving, commuting, let's say, not having, just sitting like that, if you're a big guy like I am, that's not that comfortable. You need something, you need ways to be able to move your arms about. And not just from filming, which, you know, I'm the master of the hand gesture, as I've labelled myself. So that cup holder is stupid. It really is stupid. There should have been an armrest from factory. There isn't. That is the 5 things I hate about my Mini Cooper S R53. Now, all 5 of them might not correspond to what you find in your R53, and that's fine. It's my opinion. If you disagree with me, cool. If you agree with me, even cooler. If you don't even watch it, doesn't matter. So, if you do watch it and you want to watch more videos, please, please, please subscribe and like, comment. I like reading the comments. Some people say some ridiculous stuff. Somebody complimented a hat before. Another person complimented my choice of winter beanies. And somebody in a recent video said I looked Mexican, but in a good way. What's a bad way? I don't know. But I do enjoy the comments, so please continue to comment. And if you haven't commented before, comment now. Do it. Enjoy yourself. Knock yourself out. And until the next time, I've been me, you've been you, and well done for that.